In the heart of North Africa, where the golden sands stretch endlessly beneath a blazing sun, lies a land shaped by one of the world's most remarkable rivers. The Nile River carves a vibrant green path through the arid wilderness, a ribbon of life winding through the desert's harsh embrace. Its nourishing waters gave rise to one of history's most captivating and enduring civilizations, ancient Egypt, a society that flourished for thousands of years. Without the Nile, Egypt would be nothing but a vast expanse of barren sand, inhospitable and lifeless. Each year, the river's annual floods transformed the desert into fertile farmland, bringing rich black silt that sustained crops and made life possible for countless generations. The Egyptians called their fertile land Kemet, meaning the black land, a vivid contrast to the surrounding red land of desert, which they called Deshret. This sharp division between the lush riverbanks and the dry sands was more than just geography. It shaped their entire way of thinking. This duality, order and chaos, life and desolation, became central to their worldview, influencing their religion, their art, and their understanding of the universe. The Nile was more than a river, it was the heartbeat of Egypt, dictating the rhythm of daily life, from planting and harvest to festivals and rituals. Along its banks, a civilization flourished for over 3 millennia, leaving behind wonders that still inspire awe today. From the towering pyramids to intricate hieroglyphs carved in stone, their legacy endures across the ages. To truly understand Egypt's greatness, we must return to the source, the Nile, whose waters made everything possible. Here, nature and humanity worked in harmony, giving birth to a world of ingenuity, belief, and enduring achievement. The story of ancient Egypt is the story of life triumphing over the desert, of people transforming a harsh landscape into a cradle of civilization. And it all began with the river, a force of nature that shaped a people, a culture, and a legacy that still fascinates the world. The Nile's annual flood was Egypt's lifeline, a natural event that shaped every aspect of daily existence for the ancient Egyptians. Each year, rains in distant African highlands sent torrents of water surging north, flooding Egypt's fields and leaving behind a thick layer of rich black silt. This cycle was so reliable that the Egyptians built their entire agricultural system around it, depending on the river's rhythm for survival. This natural fertilizer made Egypt's soil among the most productive in the ancient world, allowing crops to flourish even in the harsh desert climate that surrounded the Nile Valley. The Egyptians divided the year into 3 seasons: Akhet, the time of flooding; Pere, the season of growing; and Shemu, the period of harvest. This agricultural calendar was essential for planning every stage of farm life. After the floodwaters receded, farmers plowed the rejuvenated fields, sowed seeds by hand, and used livestock to press them deep into the earth, ensuring a strong start for the crops. Ingenious irrigation systems, including networks of canals and the shaduf, a simple yet effective water-lifting device, brought precious water to distant fields, making agriculture possible even far from the riverbanks. Wheat and barley were staple crops, forming the basis of bread and beer, the cornerstones of the Egyptian diet and daily sustenance for people of all classes. Harvest was a communal effort, with families and neighbors gathering grain not only for food, but also for taxes, offerings to the gods, and trade with other regions. Surplus grain filled vast state granaries, fueling Egypt's economy, supporting massive building projects, and providing security in times of famine or drought. The abundance provided by the Nile was the foundation of the pharaoh's power, enabling rulers to feed their people and command loyalty across the land. Without the river's gifts, Egypt's civilization could not have thrived. Beyond the green banks, only harsh deserts stretched for miles, making the Nile's bounty even more precious. The Nile didn't just feed the people, it built an empire, supporting monumental architecture, art, and a culture that would endure for millennia. Every loaf of bread and sip of beer was a reminder of the river's generosity, connecting each Egyptian to the land, the river, and the legacy of their ancestors. The Nile was Egypt's superhighway, connecting distant villages and cities. Boats drifted north with the current and sailed south with the wind, a perfect two-way system. This ease of travel unified Egypt, allowing pharaohs to govern a vast land efficiently. Massive barges carried grain, stone, and people, while smaller boats fished and ferried goods. The river enabled the transport of colossal stones for temples and pyramids, Feats of engineering and organization. Boat building evolved from simple papyrus rafts to sophisticated wooden ships. The Nile was also a stage for religious ceremonies, with sacred barks carrying gods during festivals. Even in death, the river played a role. Pharaohs' bodies crossed to the West Bank, the land of the afterlife. The Nile wove together every aspect of Egyptian life, from the practical to the spiritual. It was the thread that bound Egypt into a single, enduring civilization. Egypt's earliest tombs were humble, flat-roofed mud-brick mastabas, simple structures that marked the graves of the elite. But as centuries passed, the ambitions of Egypt's rulers and architects soared ever higher, seeking to create monuments that would stand the test of time. Around 2630 BC, King Djoser's visionary architect, Imhotep, revolutionized burial practices by stacking mastabas atop one another, giving birth to the Step Pyramid at Saqqara. This was the world's first monumental stone building, a marvel that set a new standard for architectural achievement. This innovation marked a dramatic leap in both engineering and royal power. Inspired by Djoser's success, later pharaohs pushed boundaries, experimenting with new forms and construction techniques. They learned from setbacks, such as the bent pyramid at Dashur, where miscalculations led to a change in angle mid-construction. But these lessons paved the way for perfection. Sneferu's Red Pyramid, Egypt's first true smooth-sided pyramid, stood as a testament to persistence and innovation. The pinnacle of this evolution was the Great Pyramid of Giza, built for Pharaoh Khufu, a structure that would awe the world for millennia. For nearly 4,000 years, it reigned as the tallest man-made structure on Earth, a feat unmatched in the ancient world. Yet these pyramids were far more than grand tombs. They were cosmic engines, designed to ensure the pharaoh's journey to the afterlife. Each was a sacred machine for resurrection, built with precision and purpose. Their interiors were filled with passages and chambers, all intended to launch the pharaoh's spirit skyward, joining the gods in eternity. The pyramid's shape echoed the rays of the sun, symbolizing the pharaoh's ascent and his connection to the solar deity Ra. In this way, the king was linked to the gods, his power and divinity reinforced by the very stones that surrounded him. Surrounding each pyramid was a vast complex of temples, courtyards, and causeways, forming a sacred landscape for rituals and offerings. Every element was crafted to endure for eternity, reflecting the Egyptians' belief in the everlasting nature of the soul. Each massive stone block was a testament to human ingenuity, relentless labor, and the divine ambition of Egypt's rulers. The transformation from simple mastaba to soaring pyramid forever changed Egypt's landscape and shaped its enduring legacy. Today, the pyramids remain the ultimate symbol of Egypt's quest for immortality and the mysteries of the ancient world. They stand as monuments to the belief that life, like the eternal Nile, could endure forever, etched in stone for all time. Building the Great Pyramid was a feat of organization, not mystery. Over 2 million limestone and granite blocks, some weighing up to 80 tons, were quarried, transported, and set with astonishing precision. Skilled Egyptian laborers, not slaves, worked in teams, often during the flood season when fields lay underwater. Workers lived in nearby villages, well-fed and cared for, united by a sense of purpose. Stones were cut with copper tools, split with wooden wedges, and floated down the Nile on barges. Ramps of earth and bricks spiraled up the pyramid, allowing teams to haul blocks into place. Water was poured on sand to reduce friction as sledges moved heavy stones. The pyramid's alignment with the cardinal points reveals advanced knowledge of astronomy and mathematics. The true wonder of the pyramids lies in human ingenuity, teamwork, and the will to build for eternity. Egypt's greatness was built by ordinary people. Most Egyptians were farmers living in mud brick homes near their fields. Family was central. Children helped with chores and cared for elders, ensuring proper burials for the afterlife. Life was simple but not joyless. Music, games like senet, and communal festivals brought people together. The diet was based on bread and beer, with vegetables, fish, and occasional meat. Beyond farming, artisans, soldiers, priests, and scribes formed the backbone of society. Scribes, masters of hieroglyphs, could rise from humble origins to positions of influence. Social mobility was rare but possible, showing the value placed on knowledge. The river and land provided all that was needed for a thriving society. Egypt's story is as much about its people as its pharaohs. Religion shaped every aspect of Egyptian life. The Egyptians worshipped a vast pantheon of gods, many with animal features, reflecting the natural world around them. Temples were built as homes for the gods, where priests performed rituals to maintain cosmic order, or Ma'at. The pharaoh's duty was to uphold Ma'at and keep chaos at bay. Egyptians believed death was a transition, not an end. Mummification preserved the body for the afterlife, while funerary texts guided the soul. The weighing of the heart determined one's fate. A heart lighter than the feather of Ma'at meant eternal paradise. The fear of oblivion drove Egyptians to build elaborate tombs and preserve their names for eternity. Their vision of the afterlife was a perfect reflection of life along the Nile. This belief in justice and immortality shaped Egypt's culture and monuments. Writing was Egypt's key to memory and power. Hieroglyphs adorned temples and tombs, while scribes used papyrus for daily records. Art was functional, designed to serve the gods and ensure order in the afterlife. Figures were shown in composite view for clarity, not realism, and size indicated importance. Egyptians excelled in mathematics, geometry, and astronomy, skills essential for surveying land and building monuments. Their 365-day calendar was based on the Nile's cycles and the stars. Medicine blended practical remedies with magic. Papyri reveal knowledge of anatomy, surgery, and disease. Mummification gave them unique insight into the human body. Their scientific achievements were driven by necessity and belief. Egypt's legacy endures in our writing, science, and art. Ancient Egypt still captivates us, thousands of years after its fall. The pyramids and temples are monuments to human ambition and endurance. The discovery of Tutankhamun's tomb reignited global fascination, revealing treasures and mysteries. Hieroglyphs, once a secret code, now offer glimpses into ancient lives. Egyptian beliefs about the afterlife echo our own questions about meaning and eternity. Their story is one of ingenuity, unity, and harmony with nature. The Nile gave them life. They gave the world a civilization that endures. The legacy of ancient Egypt is a testament to the boundless potential of the human spirit.